talk then. Someone should talk. It's obviously already a shambles. Can you believe that? I'm amazed that we're back on the air and it's already a shambles.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking. No one was speaking. The record was ending. No one was speaking. It was just. Well, I might shoot off. Already, I might shoot off. It's like nothing's changed.
Boys are back in town on XFM 104.9. We're back then, haven't we, Carl? I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington. I'm not coming back. I'm definitely not coming back. Oh, care someone, care that I'm not coming back.
Rick, I seem to remember the end of the last time we were on. What was that, 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Carl said he's never going to do the show again. There was nothing that was going to bring him back.
Yeah.
He didn't enjoy it, wasn't going to do it.
All a ruse, right?
Really?
Yes. I've only been coming back for about 2 months, you know, because he's got our agent now, representing him.
I thought he was a fool.
I haven't really.
Why?
Well, what's he done for me?
What's he done for us?
No, I know, but I mean, he's your agent, so, and he's sort of calling Graham. And it was all a con, so Carl could get Mondays off. Poor Graham, the station's struggling enough as it is.
Yeah.
It's like running around like a headless chicken.
Yeah.
No one's listening. That's why I don't bother talking with a record then, because there's no loss to London.
Sure.
Right? It's pointless, this show. We don't do it for the money. We don't do it for the kudos. I don't know why we do it.
No.
Is there anything on telly at this time? I could have had a lie in.
I know.
But, it's all a ruse to get Mondays. He's got Mondays off now, because he has to do the show, 2 hours, right? And he's still getting paid. And it's all a con, because he knows that he's holding him over a barrel, and it's like, we've got to keep Carl happy. Right?
I had Mondays and Tuesdays off before Duncan got involved.
No, but you know what I mean, though? And it's like, poor Graham, who's the MD, in charge of the thing, probably pulling his hair out, worrying about the station, right? You know, it's a sinking ship. And then Karl comes along, well, I'll do it, but I want Mondays off. He's probably sitting home now. His family, he's probably ridiculed by his wife.
His kids almost certainly would have lost all respect for him. He's been fooled by Karl Pilkington.
He calls his mates and goes, I'm busy, Graham. I don't, I just can't think. It's just...
It's embarrassing.
But do you know what I mean? And you think it's funny, and you think you've got one over him. He's going, Monday's off for 2 hours. Yeah, you do. You think it was. And now you're embarrassed. We've said it on air. But you're only conning yourself in the long run. Because... Do you know what I mean? I hate that sort of, the world owes me a living, how much can I get, what can I get out of the world? What are you going to give back to the world, Carl? What are you doing now then? Are you going to prepare Mondays?
No, I told you,
what have you prepared for this show now? You've had 3 months to prepare.
Yeah.
What have you got? What have you got for us? Okay, what's happened in the last 3 months?
What? In this place or just my life?
Well, what have you got for us? 3 months, we're turning about, you get Mondays off, you're getting paid for it, you've got a cushy deal, you're having a laugh, you're taking the piss out of the management, right? So, what have you got for us?
Give it to us.
I've kind of, updated Rockbusters a bit.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so... And you said don't mess with it. If something's good, don't mess with it.
What do you mean it wasn't good?
It was never good.
It was never good.
No,
of course we had
good.
to fix it.
It was fun to do. It was a laugh. I mean, I imagine it was much more fun for me than the 450 listeners. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed squeezing your head and dressing you up.
No, but that's just it. When I had a meeting with Graham, right, I said, look, I'm not being funny. I don't want to do it anymore. I've had enough of it.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, what's up with you? You sounds like you have a right good laugh. I said, yeah, but that's all good acting and stuff. I said, it's hell in there. I said,
like he's talking about Vietnam.
Yeah.
I said, having my head squoze, right?
What? Squoze is still not a word. We've been away 3 months. It's still not a word.
Right. Yeah. I said he's putting a dustbin lid on my head.
Yeah.
You told this to the MD.
He's hitting me with a tray.
Yeah.
He's chucking toilet paper at me.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, but that's all over 2 years. I said, no, that was the same day. So,
okay then, what has changed in 3 months? They're listening. They've been listening for 6 minutes now. Come on, give us something.
Bit of Nickelback.
What's happened in 3 days?
Play a record and let
in
him
3
think.
months?
What, in my life or in here? Nothing's happened here. Nothing's changed here.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you know last time we were on?
Yeah.
Right. And I was telling you about the woman over the road where I live.
The one that walked around naked?
There's a woman who walks about the flat naked,
this
right?
is when Carl was watching a woman naked, then she looked at... saw him looking, so what he did, this is the genius he did to get out of this, he pulled his pants down, so he was naked too. His girlfriend comes in and goes, Carl, what are you doing? He went, I can't tell you now, but don't look out of the window. Yeah, go on, sorry.
That woman, she's bought some blinds.
someday on XFM 104.9.
How old's the bloke from Nickelback? He looks about 40.
It reminds me of, you know when a kid's made up a fate to look like a lion?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the Wizard of Oz lion.
Yeah.
But, you know, good tune.
Not bad.
Can I be controversial? I think rock rules the world again, Steve.
Well, I'd hope so, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
Are we going to hear some rock later in the show?
We're going to hear lots of rock. In fact, I might even play a little bit of Rainbow.
Blimey.
Just to, you know, we've got the darkness, but
Sure.
I want to remind them where it all came from.
Yeah.
You've heard the Liz.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to hear the Bow.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that. No, just high five.
Yeah. So, Carl.
Keep it real.
Here we are then.
Oh,
Back.
incidentally, before we carry
on.
on, I just thought, it's weird, I was reading some of the fan emails and stuff we've got, and one of the things a lot of people like, it divides the listeners, is your laugh. It's interesting. Some people love it, they find it infectious, they find it adorable.
I mean, close up in a small space, like a kitchen
Terrifying.
or something, it's annoying.
Horrific.
Like, Carl was annoyed, because I squeaked in his ear earlier, didn't I?
Sure.
Why did I laugh?
He was on the toilet.
I think I squeezed his head again, didn't I? And he said, no, it's not 1 o'clock
He doesn't
yet.
like the squozing.
The squozen head.
But,
Yeah.
but
it's
it
the
just-
squozen one.
The funny thing is, right, we were out a few weeks ago with a mate of mine, right, and he went to squeeze my head, right, give it a squoze,
Sure.
and I was like, don't do that, you know I don't like it, right, and Ricky said to me, mate, yeah, he doesn't like having his head squoze, as if it's like Marmite, as if some people love it,
Yeah, yeah.
and some people hate it.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Well, anyway,
That's it, yeah.
there was a little taster of the laugh. That was more the kind of deep, throaty laugh, the belly laugh. But there's that kind of high-pitched squeak that you do.
When I've got to
sometimes.
get air out quickly. Because
Exactly.
I'm going to burst. Sometimes I laugh so much that my liver and all, they try and get out to it. So I have to get it out really fast, like a siren.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Is that how you explain the fact that you're quite fat?
Yeah,
That's just laughter waiting to come out.
Laughter,
Every
yeah.
time you laugh,
Solid.
you become a svelte young thing, like Brett
Yeah.
Anderson.
Oh, dear.
Well, anyway, it reminded me of the game that you and I used to play in our very early days of XFM, when it was literally
Make Ricky Gervais laugh.
Make Ricky Gervais laugh, which was a
Remember?
great game. I think.
I remember the first one. It was that fella drinking a pint of beer.
Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
the very first time.
It
yeah.
never. I tell you what, it's
you
not
know what
great.
though? Ant and Dec do it now. They actually. It's very similar to Make Ricky Laugh. It's called Make Ant Laugh.
Interesting.
So
many of our great ideas have been stolen.
Yeah.
Or stoled.
Stoled, yeah.
And anyway, I was looking through the paper in the week, and there was
Go
a
on.
picture which which I think might be a Ricky Gervais Make Ricky Gervais laugh. I don't know. Again, obviously, it doesn't really work for the listeners at home, but I'll try and do my best to describe it.
Can we stop saying my name because it's like a Dave Gorman project? Can we just stop? It's getting. Let's say a word often enough, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Let's stop saying Ricky Gervais.
Well, what we're going to refer to you as? All right. Well, Make Fatty Laugh is a new game. I'm trying to get one of those squeaks of a laugh. I'm concerned because I know.
I'm not a monkey. I'm not
Sure,
a
you're not a performing monkey.
No, okay.
I know that.
Right.
But anyway, let me just briefly summarise the story for those at home.
Okay.
The headline was Mum 48, a mother of 48 seduced boy of 14.
Well, that's not funny.
Not her own boy, obviously, but a neighbourhood child.
I don't think it's a funny story so far.
He said Grand Lana Allen, 48, led him upstairs and undressed to her waist, then took his trousers off. Okay, bear that in mind. This is a quote. This is a quote from him, right? Bear in mind, he's a 14-year-old boy. He's quite excited about this. He says, "Then we had sex. It was every boy's fantasy." All right.
You're going to show me the picture of her now, aren't you?
So it's a picture of her.
Oh, this is not.
Bear in mind,
this is.
in his
okay.
own words, Rick.
Right.
In his own words, this was every boy's fantasy.
Okay.
Here's the picture. It's a silent laugh. He's collapsed on the floor.
I wasn't expecting. I was thinking it looked like a fat man. I was not expecting that. Oh my god. Oh god. She looks like the drummer of Iron Maiden.
She looks a bit like Lemmy. But I tell you, she looks like reminds me of most. Did you see those?
They've got one with a fag on as well.
No, I know.
It's just that's her with them out of makeup though.
Carl, have you seen Every Boy's Fantasy?
You should see. Oh god!
Have a look, Carl.
Oh god!
How old is she?
48.
Oh god! Oh, 48. That's lovely. Nothing wrong with that.
I'll tell you, if you don't know if you didn't see, you weren't lucky enough to see the picture. She looks just like the oldest man in the world. His photos on in newspapers and on the web for a while. He was about 135 or something.
Carl. Look, it's, you know, Carl's got a theory that Chinese people don't age well. This man was a Chinaman, right? And he was 120 or something.
Yeah. Did you see a picture of him?
Yeah,
he's still alive.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's
dead.
Died at 120. So
he said 120 or something, but makes you wonder.
What makes you wonder?
Well, because they don't age well. I think he's using that. He's probably about 37.
Oh God! Honestly, we walk down the street, right, and we see an elderly Chinese person, right, and Carl would go, "Oh, I just think he is."
Yeah.
Like it's not.
I don't understand this notion that Chinese people don't age well. I don't know where this has come about.
No, I mean, I'm not having a go.
No,
right? I never want anyone to think I'm like having a go at them. But they are really good looking and they're healthy and that. Till they're about. I've never seen one. Right? Can you tell me if you've seen a Chinese person who's about 30? It's either 20 or 50. There's no middle ground.
This is what I came back for. This is 2 hours of absolute drivel from the brain of Karl Pilkington.
Let me just check something. So the Chinese gentleman who died recently was 130. Your theory is your theory is that he's maybe in his late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah.
This is an elaborate conspiracy on his part, because obviously whenever they talk about the oldest people in the world, it is always a Chinese person.
Yeah,
invariably.
They do, yeah.
I mean, they seem to win that every year.
Go on.
So your theory is that in those small backwater villages in China...
Ross McWhirter comes to a little village.
They go, the Guinness guy's on the way.
He goes, well, until recently, the oldest person in the world, how old are you? And they're so embarrassed, because they think they look about 120, they go... 120, they go, really? Go, yeah, can I have his birth certificate? No. In fact, I think this Chinese bloke didn't, it wasn't verified with the conspiracy because he didn't have his papers.
Didn't have his papers, no.
So...
Is this the same one or a different fella?
I think it might be the same guy, I'm not sure. Trying it on. So there's a huge conspiracy amongst these Chinese villages that every time...
When you get to about 50, say you're 70. Because no one will believe us.
Well, if you can confirm or deny that, then please email in ricky.gervais@xfm.uk.
This is the Racist Show on XFM 104.9. Call in if you're anything less than a little mank. Cast Hey Ya on XFM 104.9 with me, Ricky Gervais, you, Stephen Merchant, GQ Presenters of the Year.
Radio Personalities of the Year.
It's official.
We're the best radio personalities of the year.
We got that award sent to us, didn't we? And we did a little thing. But it was only our two names on it.
It had your name, Rick, definitely. I remember that. It had my name.
And your name.
Didn't see Karl Pilkington's name anyway.
No. And yet he's the one with the day off and the money and the conning the MD and making him cry at home.
Let me just remind... Can I just check that again? So he's made a fool out of the MD. He's made a fool out of the MD. And all the major... Basically all the capital shareholders.
About, I'm not sure if I'm coming back or not. I want a day off then. Which is the same day off as his girlfriend gets off. So he's just like walking round, I don't know, Hyde Park. Just feeding ducks when he should be working out what he can do instead of Rockbusters, which is basically Blockbusters with a word changed. Christ's sake. Right,
if that's annoyed you, I'll tell you what has really wound me up.
Go on.
The last week or so, this postal strike. I tell you, Rick, I have got no sympathy for him. I'd be a scab. I'd be walking through there and I'd be giving him the finger. I'd go, you can intimidate my family, I don't care. I don't care because the post has got to get through. Because I'll tell you what, it's not the fact that, the unions, they could organise a strike. I'm behind that, it's fair enough. But not when it's these wildcats. They're just out there, they're just taking days off, willy-nilly, they're sealing out the post boxes, it's going crazy.
Maybe Karl could deliver a few records Monday.
Well, I know Karl must be livid, because probably his copies of The New Scientist and The Literary Review haven't turned up. So he's in a terrible way. And, I got important documents that are supposed to be coming today. There's nothing, there's hiding a hair of it. And I was cooking last night, and it got me panicked, because I was thinking about, if this just is going to spread now amongst other organisations and other groups. And you know what?
Like cancer.
It was partly because I was cooking. Yeah. But I suddenly become terrified that they might go on strike.
Go on.
The guys in charge of the potatoes.
Oh,
anyone involved with potatoes.
I had so much
the
mash
farmers.
Last night. I had so much sausage mash, right, second helpings, that I had to sit on the edge of a seat so my stomach could hang down. I love spuds. Spuds and bread. I could not do without spuds and bread.
I feel like maybe I could make my own bread. Spuds, I wouldn't know where to start with a spud.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're amazing. You can boil them, you can broil them.
Yeah.
I don't know what broiling is,
Nor do
but
I.
I suspect it's tasty.
I don't think it's as good as... I mean, obviously the chipped potato is...
For the working classes, the chip.
It was always on. The chip fat fire was always on in my household. The ceiling, the death trap fire, polystyrene ceiling was yellow.
Exactly.
Come Wednesday in our house.
Yeah.
And, always had chips.
Because all I remember hearing, if I think back to my childhood, all I remember was, gotta stop and get some potatoes, or phone your dad, tell him to get some potatoes.
Well, that was your job, wasn't it?
Carl? The potatoes.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, genuinely, it does concern me because
what did you have to do? Did you have to fill a diary out for your teacher?
Do you know when you're at school? I don't know if you do the same thing, but you get like a little red book, right? And every night, I think it was a way of the teachers sort of keeping an eye on you. So if you went out robbing, if you wrote it in your diary, they'd go, what you're playing at.
Sure.
Right? So you'd have to write down what you did every night.
Yeah.
But I didn't get up to that much at that point.
Sure.
I used to just go on my errands.
Yeah.
And it was my job to like...
I haven't heard errand since the 70s.
It's nice to hear that.
I went to U-Phase, right, the little local supermarket,
yeah.
and I got...
what's it called? Euthanasia? What? I did...
U-Phase.
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 Yeah.
H-U-G-H. U-Phase.
Oh, Hugh Phase is his name, right.
Yeah. And I just had to get like a bag of potatoes.
Of course you did, yeah.
And a loaf.
Staple.
So I used to put that in my diary every day, and it got to a point when like even the teachers were like, just make something up.
Yeah.
Stop putting the same thing in.
Sure, start joyriding or something. Live.
I remember when Jane was little, she was at school, I think it was about 10 or something like that, do a project over the week, and they were given a big list, like a list of 100 animals that they had to tick when they saw one that week. And the teacher knew she cheated because she ticked beaver. So she was trying to win and get it, but she knew, unless it was Susie Dibblethwaite's beaver.
I know
the school slut. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. So
I'm just, as I say, it feels like the potato people have got me over a barrel. You know, I mean, they could hike the prices up. I still have to buy the potatoes. I got nothing else. I got to have that. You know, you got your fancy pastas for the upper classes, but for the working classes, it's chips or mash, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't worry. I don't think people who do potatoes are going to go on strike.
You don't think so?
Because we just go and pick them ourselves, don't we? Or grow them ourselves.
Sure.
What would be the most pointless strike? What would be the strike that we went so? Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you one strike that we'd go so. Those guys who do sketches in Covent Garden. Yeah, paint me a picture, or they do a caricature of you.
The strike, imagine the strike! You go out and you go, well, I want one with a big nose and a big chin.
I want an amusing caricature of me and my sister.
yeah. Oh, dear.
But I need a sketch, I need a pencil drawing of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Looking like a monkey. I mean, how are we going to get this? This is unbelievable. Yeah,
I'll tell you also, the strikes that have no effect.
What?
Those, people in nightclub toilets. Who just, you know, kind of there, they got the Lynx deodorant sprays.
Oh, no, quite controversial at the moment, with the Tweedy case.
Oh, the Cheryl Tweedy case.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure, I got some thoughts on that, actually.
Like what?
Well, maybe we play a record, I'll share my thoughts on.
Well,
on Tweedster.
Coming up, some Steve Merchant thoughts on the Cheryl Tweedy case. XFM 104.9.
Some R.E.M. Rick?
What's the frequency, Kenneth?
Yeah.
Frequency, Kenneth? I'll tell you, it's 104.9 XFM. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl the user Pilkington.
Just takes.
Takes. Destroy the man. Over to you, Steve.
You should talk like that more. It's cool and sexy.
Thank you.
I make it clear now, I do not condone in any way, shape or form what Cheryl Tweedy did. But I have to say, they wind me up.
By they, you mean toilet attendants?
Yes.
Right,
yeah. Not Pop Idol winners.
That's what I thought you meant,
yeah.
So, go on.
But, because I'll tell you what it is, you go into a club or pubs, or big trendy pubs, you go in there, and there's the toilet attendant in there, he's got his little display of, aftershaves, sprays, some sweets maybe, whatever it might,
maybe a lollipop.
Maybe a lollipop. And, alright, I don't know if they're I assume they're not employed by the club. I'm assuming the club's we've got the DJ, we've got the bar staff. Wait a minute, we need a guy to irritate people.
When the manager walks in, do they hide?
Well, this is it. I don't know if it's a guy who's just like...
Is it like busking?
Yeah, he snuck in.
Okay.
He came in when it was free during happy hour. He's got a little carrier bag. He snuck in the toilets. But the thing is, it's the fact that... toilet attendants, fair enough. I mean, I'm happy if a toilet attendant sneaks in under cover of darkness, cleans it for me, and then shoots off. But it's when I have to see them there. I feel guilty because I've got it's like, maybe wash my hands, I'll forget he's there. He'll hand me a paper towel. suddenly I got to tip him like a quid or something.
It annoys me because I wash my hands at all. I don't usually wash my hands. I sometimes don't even bother getting my knob out. I do it where I stand and change my trousers when I get home.
Exactly.
So it annoys me I have to go through this charade of getting it out, slushing out of it, shaking it dry, and then washing my hands.
See, if he did any of those elements, I'd tip him a quid, yeah.
Pop it out.
But not to hand me a paper towel and get it myself. And it's this guilt, and sometimes I'll hold it in, because I'm nervous I don't want to go back in there.
What annoys me is like a posh award ceremony, it's £1 a piss.
It is £1 a piss.
Do you know what I mean? So,
or in a top hotel or something.
Yeah.
It's absurd. And I'll tell you what's worse than that. I know that he's doing it because he's got to feed his kids, but it's the fact that I've got to look him in the eye. You know, it's like he's humanised. You know, if he was only dehumanised, Rick.
Yeah.
If I could see him and I didn't think he was a human being, I wouldn't feel guilty. If he could sort of hide under the urinal, perhaps, or if he could hide underneath the sink,
like thing from the Adams. He just puts out.
Just pop a hand out. Doesn't say anything.
With
just
a glove,
hands me the paper
so you don't
towel.
even see hand go. And then I'd put £1 in. I'd take the thing, put £1 in. Nick a lollipop and run away. No aggro.
Exactly. It's the fact I got to see them and I feel guilty because, you know, I'm on the radio, I've got a cushy life.
I know.
Here's a guy who's just trying to make ends meet. It makes me feel bad, it ruins my evening.
Yeah.
I'm just pleading for them. Can they not do it anymore? Can they maybe get a job? Illegal mini-cabin or something? Please.
Say that on XFM 104.9, we're back. It's the 1st of November. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington.
It's the same old email address if people want to get in touch. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. We've had a couple of emails, Rick. Someone, actually Ian, he's emailed in. He said that because of the blinking postman, it's his wife's birthday today. She's had no cards or presents because presumably because she's got no friends, but also because of the postal strike.
But you won't be able to use that excuse for Suzanne's birthday again because she knows that the postal strike won't be on around that time.
All right, Carl. But anyway, so would you just say happy birthday to Tracy?
Have those condoms run out yet that you got for Christmas? Carl?
I've still got them.
Have you?
Just say happy birthday to Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. And hello to Aidan, who's phoned in to let us know he's actually listening in Northern Ireland.
Oh,
so we've gone international.
Sure. Now, there's also a questionnaire has been sent in by Ruth Chamberlain at Cordwainers College. Cordwainers College? Seems weird. Cordwainers?
It used to, yeah. It's either used to be a poly or a laundrette. I think it's, yeah.
Anyway, it's something that she's doing for, she's studying product design for the fashion industry. And anyway, she's got, some questionnaire. And we're too busy and important to fill out the questionnaire. But we thought maybe you could answer it, Carl.
Carl, look, he's yawning, he's looking round, he's only got to do 2 hours and he gets a whole day off and he's getting paid for it. Do something, Carl. Be grateful. You've probably ruined a man's career. He's ridiculed now for doing this. He's so weak where he should have squoze your head and kicked you out of the building. So, let's have a little bit of effort. You've only got an hour and a quarter to do, then you get 2 days off, alright?
Alright.
Right, Carl, it's a questionnaire about happiness.
Oh, yeah.
There's one person... Well, that should answer it right where. The first question, Carl, on a happy scale of 1 to 10, where are you on the happy scale?
Is it at this moment, or in general?
Well, I would say generally.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't always have to, like... I mean, I think I'm happy in that, but I don't always show it.
You never show it?
No, but it doesn't mean I'm not happy in that. Like, I'm alright at the moment. I'd say I'm probably on about an 8. I was probably at about a 9 when I woke up, right? And then, sort of fell out with Suzanne over her haircut.
Yeah.
Right? She went for a haircut and came back with something that I didn't like.
Sorry, what did you say? So when your girlfriend walked to the door, she had her hair done, you said, I don't like it, alright?
Well, you could tell by the look on my face.
But don't you say, no, I'm happy with it, I just can't tell. I'm loving it.
Because then she might have it done again.
Oh, Carl, I just cannot get over you. I really can't.
No, but you haven't seen it. Right? So then I was fed up, but then I thought...
Sorry, what authority have you got to talk about haircuts?
Yeah, you had well, officially from a barber in Manchester above a railway station in a shack, it was £2 a cut, told you had the hair of a Chinaman. Well, you wish you had the hair of a Chinaman now, you got no hair. You're a little bald man with your mouth open, so don't... Is she listening to this, Suzanne? Sitting at home with a woolly hat on?
I don't know. But she knows now, doesn't she?
What did you say?
What words did you do about it, though?
I just said you look like someone out of Slade.
Interestingly, that's what I look for in a girlfriend.
Oh, God.
Which one of Slade?
That one with the funny...
Not Dave Hill.
Yeah.
The one with the crooked fringe and the goofy... She had her teeth done as well, did she? She had 2 front teeth put in.
Dumper.
So anyway,
So prior to that, you're on a 9. Then you saw the haircut, you're on an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
now
then,
what are you on?
I'm probably on about a 6 at the moment.
Why? What's happened?
Well, while Star Sailor was on, bit more head squeezing going on. So, yeah, about a 5 or 6.
So generally speaking, what would you say you are?
About a 4.
You're on a 4 normal. Alright. What would you give someone who wasn't very happy? What would you give them?
What are you thinking, Carl? Depends why they're not happy.
They're low, okay, so what would you give them?
I mean, yeah, depends, innit? If it's someone who's just lost their arms and legs in an accident, you don't give them a lollipop.
Sure, or some mittens.
Yeah. You give them a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dare I say it, a smile.
A skateboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know.
You got to answer the question.
Alright, so hang on, let's assume that you've upset your girlfriend because you slagged off her haircut.
What are you do now to go and make her happy?
How are you going to cheer her up? And not buy her a baseball cap.
I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it because I've got this to sort out, haven't I? So when I get home, get her some gel or something.
Oh, God! Oh, Christ.
Okay, and, alright, just name something that always puts a smile on your face, Carl. It always cheers you up. If you're feeling a bit blue, it always cheers you up.
A monkey, innit?
Learning something.
Right.
That's a bit weird.
I love the qualifier. That's a bit weird.
I think it was 2 different sentences. I think it was learning something. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Learning something that's a bit weird. Okay, and finally, if you could have something to make you happy, what would it be?
Little chimp, wouldn't it? Little chimp in a suit.
Well, don't answer for him. Don't put words into me. You could have anything you want. It'll cheer you up and make you happy. What would it be?
You can't say a skin of titanium. It's got to be something possible.
Yeah.
X-ray vision. No. What would you have? It can be conceptual. It could be world peace. It doesn't have to be, you know, a new watch.
Yeah, let someone else wish for that.
Sure.
It'd be a waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why should you do it? And then someone else gets a nice new watch and there's world peace.
Exactly.
You're walking round, it's nice and peaceful, you know what time it is. He's swanning round, he's got a lovely new watch and there's no threat of him being bombed.
Exactly.
I'm quite happy the way I am, really. I don't really want that
Are you
much.
really?
But you're on a 4.
Yeah,
you're on a happy scale of 4.
Yeah, you're on a 4. Surely you want to get to 10. Surely the point of life is to be on 10.
Yeah, but what's a 10? Do you know what I mean?
No.
What's a 10?
Contentment, absolute contentment, joy
Bliss.
in your heart, inwardly and outwardly. Not walking around with a little round mank head with your mouth open going, what's the point of that? I've done it once. Is that why you've still got all the condoms? You go, I've done it once.
What's the point of that?
Alright, we're going to get some hair gel. Come on. 10.
Just one thing that would make you happy. That would cheer you up if you were feeling low.
Tuesdays off as well? I'll have the MD just, resign straight away, shall I?
I honestly don't know what would make me happy just like that. Because I am happy. I know you say I'm fed up and that.
Do you know what? He said
right.
he wouldn't want to be too rich. He said, because if I was too rich, then Suzanne would say, let's go around the world. He said he wants to be rich enough, so they're happy in that, and they got their bathroom and everything, but they still can't afford any more holidays a year. Think of that wish. Think of that capping your wishes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Putting a ceiling on your ambition. I love it. It's genius. Look at his face. Play a record. You're an idiot.
It's like if you'd won that ticket round Charlie's Chocolate Factory, and he'd said, actually, Carl, I want you to take over the factory. It was a test. You'd have said, I just wanted to look around the chocolate factory.
Yeah.
I'm happy to go back and live.
No, he'd have said,
poor.
I work it, but I'm not working Mondays.
Exactly.
Play a record.
Imagine giving a chocolate factory to a kid.
I know.
Idiot.
Give it to the fat one at least. He'd enjoyed it more.
Billy Bragg from his Essential Billy Bragg compilation. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking Billy Bragg, I can't be bothered, politics, and I have to say, buy this CD, skip past every song that is, for instance, There Is Power in a Union.
Don't be duped by fascism.
Yeah, it's your right and duty to vote.
Yeah. Right wing, wrong wing.
Exactly. Ignore all that.
But
just listen to the love songs.
His love songs are beautiful.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. New England. Tonight I celebrate my love for you with a pint of beer and a new tattoo. It's great.
Brilliant.
Yeah, lose the ones about,
Exactly.
Striking.
Yeah, exactly, because we know what we think of that. So, I heartily recommend that.
Carl, we're on happiness. Carl.
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain to Carl
happiness.
that the aim to, is really to get on a 10.
Yeah.
For
Well, I like the fact that he started on a 9.
But I love the fact he's happy with 4.
Yeah.
I love that.
No, but what I mean is, right, I'm not looking for, like, happiness.
Right.
I'm
You're
all
not
right.
looking for happiness? What? What's that for?
What I mean is, right, I'm happy when I'm not fed up. So what I mean is, I'm happy...
Is this in your new book, Psychology of the Mind? What is that? I'm happy when I'm not fed up. That's like an 8-year-old trying to explain happiness. Johnny, what is it when I'm happy when I'm not fed up, miss? Well done. Good boy. That's it. You're happy when you're not fed up. Talk like an adult.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying to you, though.
What?
I'm happy most of the time. It's just that when things niggle me, I find that... I realise when I'm annoyed more than when I'm happy.
But Carl, every time we talk to you, you are whinging about something. You've got something that annoys you.
But he's one of those people that if he whinges loud enough, he gets away with it. Like he's in here, I think he goes, oh, I'm really busy. I come in and he's doing nothing. He's chatting, because he's having big, long chats with everyone about how someone's wound him up. Yeah. And they all come in and they go, oh, Carl's fed up. Because he's got this show. You know what I mean? He's wormed his way.
No, but hang on a minute. You came in moaning about the Post and that today.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's annoyed and frustrated by that. There's small businesses going out of business.
I'm not. You haven't heard me.
No, you're not, because who's sending you letters? No one. You've got no friends. You've said that yourself.
Yeah.
You've openly declared you don't want friends. They're too much hassle. Yeah.
Yeah. That is my joy. Friends that is the point of life to me. I can't wait to see them. I squeeze their head. I welcome them in.
They annoy me.
Annoy me. I love it. Friends are annoying. He's even scared of like doing something with a friend or getting a gift because he goes, I have to buy him one back now.
Yeah.
It's sort of like life's a bit of a chore for Carl, isn't it?
Well, anyway, all right. Let's leave that aside. Obviously, you're never going to be entirely happy, although apparently you are already on the brink of happiness.
All you had to say was your hair looked nice. That's all you had to say. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, and that's it. End of story.
What's the point in that? What is the point in that?
Because she doesn't really care what you think, but she doesn't want to hear that she looks like Dave Hill from Slade.
She's not having her haircut just to please you, Carl. Despite what you might think. He's taken aback by that.
Yeah. Sorry, happiness then, yeah.
All right, so, I was happy the other week, right? When I was going up to Manchester on the train, nice quiet carriage, I'm sat there reading about sharks and that, right? Nice and quiet. And I got annoyed, I texted you, didn't I?
Yeah.
When two fellas got on. Can we talk about it?
Well, yeah, you've started it. Two gay men got on. Go on.
Two gay fellas got on.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the fact they were gay that bothered me. It was like, each to their own. Let them get, you know what I mean? Let them do what they do.
Yeah.
And
behind closed doors.
But they started talking really loud, right? And they were going on about...
That's annoying anyway. That's annoying whether you're straight or gay.
Yeah.
Talking too loud.
But do you know that theory I have about they go out late?
Yeah.
Gay people always go out late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
When what time do you go out in the evening?
7:30.
If you go out about 7:30, if I'm out of work, I might go out about 8 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'll sort of be in bed by about 12:30.
Sure.
At that time, they're still sort of ironing the jeans, right? And the funny thing was,
ironing their jeans.
I've always said this, right?
Dancing along to ABBA.
You sort of said that's rubbish. I'm sat on the train reading about sharks. These two are talking, and they're going, "Oh, we can't wait to get there." And his phone goes, and he goes, "Hello," and on the end he goes, "Anyway, I'll see you at 1 then," right?
Right.
So I thought, well, maybe that's tomorrow. Could be 1 in the afternoon. That's when most people would meet.
Yeah.
And then he carried on talking.
Most people would meet.
Carried on talking, and he goes, "Yeah." So anyway, like I say, see you tonight. 1 o'clock is meeting someone.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why you go out that late.
Do you remember when his favourite record of all time is The Killing of Georgie?
Sure.
He said, would he have been killed if he'd have been back at a decent time? There's no mention of the time in this song.
And then the funny bit was, actually, that did make me laugh, right? When he'd finished talking on the phone, he said to his partner, right, "Oh, there you go, let's have a little chat." And the fella said, "Who was that?" And he said, "Oh, it's Dave." He said, "Which one's Dave?" He said, "You know, the one with the shaved head." I thought, in the gay community,
Yeah.
that isn't a good description.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
They've all got little shaved heads.
Before we move on, was the Sharks article interesting? Did you learn anything?
It's pretty good.
Was it?
Go on,
Yeah,
what
I'll
was
teach
it?
you something about that later.
Oh, okay.
Is this educating Ricky?
It wasn't, but I can teach you a bit.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's good.
Play some ads and that.
Play some ads on a tune, and then have we got maybe a competition?
Yeah.
All
What have we got?
We're all looking forward to that.
Alright.
Fortune Faded. Red Hot Chili Peppers on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Back for 2 hours a day, then a Monday off. Conning the management, baby, and sending this station spiralling down into the depths for his greed and selfishness.
Yes.
Okay. We were talking earlier about things that have happened when we were away.
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot, but there's one thing I heard. It might be a rumour. I hope it's a rumour. I kept it from you, Steve, because I want you to sort of have spirits out, because we've been at it in the office, and we've got to be... Okay, I'm just going to say it. I think Shed 7 have split up.
Sorry, I didn't...
Shed 7 have split up.
Sorry, I think I got something in my eye. It's just a bit dusty now, I think.
So, okay, if it's true, it's true, and if not, at least we got their music. Their music didn't...
The music lives on.
So we're going to dedicate this show to Shed 7 and all the bands they
Influence.
So we're just going to play...
Just every artist that formed a band after they'd heard Shed 7. Just play them from now on, and obviously the hits, all the hits, the Shed 7 hits.
When I saw this, I saw it on a website. It said about, is it true, Shed 7 has split up? And the next, one of those dorky message boards, someone came on and said, you are joking. Oh dear, what else has happened?
I just pray that it is just a rumour.
It is just a rumour, yeah.
Then get in touch.
Just call in if it's true.
Well, no, call in yourself.
Well, Shed, if Shed's listening,
Yeah.
and he's not busy, he's got Mondays off now. Call in and say what was the split all about?
Tell you what I read about.
Sharks, monkeys, or jellyfish?
It's 10 past, isn't it? We haven't done a little bit of knob news.
No,
Right.
we haven't done no news. No,
But
it's been 3 months. It's been 3 months coming.
There's this thing. I don't know the full story. I don't know how it happened, right? But little Russian fella.
Yeah.
He was sort of having sort of emptying his bladder, right, and
Yep.
somehow electrocuted himself,
Right.
and sort of did a bit of damage.
How did he slashed
I don't
onto
know.
some
I don't
live
know.
wires or something?
Something like that. So
Did
anyway,
it damage to himself or to an electric fire or something?
no, to himself.
To himself.
Yeah, and so the doctor
Didn't slip and curling tongs went up his arse when he was pissed, because that's happened a lot. In
Yeah, we've all been
hospitals. We've all shoved the old curling tongs up the arse when having the piss.
right. So I can't even be bothered.
No, go on, we're interested. We're interested. Come on, we're interested. Don't
You
give
can't
up.
be bothered. You get Mondays off. Do some work.
Right. So anyway, so the doctor says, "Oh, it's not looking good. We'll have to take that off."
What?
And he's like,
A knobectomy? Really?
But the funny thing is, right?
Nothing funny about that.
They've done. You're doing me head in.
Just tell the story.
It's doing me head in.
Oh, you can chill out on Monday.
I've only got 15 minutes, but I'm going to talk to you every Saturday. I'm going to get the money's worth out of this, because you get Mondays off, and I can't bear the fact someone's getting away with something like that, because it's terrible. So you're going to stick this out, or you're going to have to work Mondays. So take it on the chin, right? Okay.
Just finish the story.
Yes.
I command you.
Just do it.
Anyway, so they said, he said, you know, will you be able to sort me a little knob out?
A prosthetic
Now,
cock, yeah.
Yeah. But they put him out for the operation.
Yeah.
He woke up,
Yeah.
right, and he's thinking, oh, thank God that's over and done with.
Yeah.
They've only grown it on his arm.
What are you talking about? You twat. Shut the f... You're an idiot. What do you mean they've grown it on his arm?
Apparently, like, that's the way they do it.
Oh, yeah, but to then put it on... That wasn't a mistake. It wasn't Dr. going, did it go there? Some bloke I didn't do a degree.
Are you a real doctor?
Yeah, yeah.
No, but why put it there?
Because it's got to grow. It's got a graft there, so where they can control it. To skin tissue.
But on your arm.
Well,
But they're
On
going to
your
remove it
back
from
or-
the arm itself. What do you mean on the back?
on your back.
Somewhere, well, we can't wear a T-shirt.
Yeah, but you could.
That's
You could have a
ridiculous.
He's
quick,
in hospital.
but this way you can still have a little tug, can't he?
But they'll leave it there for quite a bit. It's not... Do you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, oh, it's just there for a few days.
Yeah.
It's there for a bit. That's not good, is it?
So he's got a cock on his arm.
Yeah. What's up with that?
What do you mean, what's up with that?
Well, I mean, he could say it's a thumb or something, couldn't he? Yeah.
But they remove it.
Be good
and
for
attach
hitching.
it down below later.
If you had a knob instead of a thumb and you went hitchhiking, just tickle it. They can see it like a mile down the road, couldn't they?
Boasting.
Yeah. If I'd lost my knob, I'd go, oh, I'm not going to have all that stuff. Just whack a pair of tits on me. Do you know what I mean? I think, oh, just forget it.
But why not just put it where it should be straight away instead of messing about?
Where should it be straight away?
You know.
On the forehead.
Listen, are we doing a competition?
Let's play a tune.
Come on, Carl, you can't be bothered. Right, okay, we're going to scrap this and you're going to work Mondays again. Been Gone by Rainbow on XFM 104.9. Well, it's what the Londoners have been waiting for. It's Rockbusters, isn't it, Carl?
Well, it's not Rockbusters. It's something we've done. It's a bit like Rockbusters, but it's been tweaked.
Brilliant.
Right? So remember that it's done with sound effects and that.
Oh God! Really?
What do you mean?
All right, come on.
Right, remember this one? We tried it before.
Hold on, wait a minute. There headphones on, right? Hold on, wait a minute.
And this is one you've done in the past. This is not the competition.
This is not the competition, but I said, like, what song is this?
Right.
Smack my bitch up, yeah. Brilliant.
Smack my bitch up.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of that, but rather than just doing songs, it's that film or song sounds good.
You know, when you do these things, you can't do them in the week. You've got to do them either Saturdays or Mondays.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Well, I'm going to check on that, because that really annoys me.
Because it's been done, so it doesn't really, you don't have to worry about it when it gets done, that, do you? Because it's done, so...
Well, yeah, but I don't want you taking time out of things you should be doing at work. You're already weaseling way out. XFM's going down the tube, and you're taking the piss left, right and centre.
Right, so here's this week's little grab. That film or song sounds good, so what is it? Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that.
What?
Right?
It's a film or a song title, is it?
No, it's a film or a song.
What do you
Forget
mean?
that. It's a film.
What are you talking about? That must have taken you 3 minutes. I didn't do it on a Tuesday, though, because that's cut into precious time. Have you seen how long a trial takes him? About 30 minutes. And
Sorry,
do one a week.
Let's just concentrate for a second.
Okay, right. This is a film,
This is a film title. The title of a film.
Yeah.
Play it again.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that. Right?
Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. 3 months they've waited for that.
3 months for that. Shite.
Do you want to say what the prices are?
Oh, I can do. I'll tell you, there's good news and there's bad. I don't know, I think maybe this is what people think of Carl's quizzes. This is the respect they show us. Because you know that the various companies, they'll send you product which you can include in competitions. It's a promotional tool.
Yeah.
They've sent us I'm Alan Partridge, Series 2, and Fawlty Towers, the complete series. Brilliant. On VHS. I mean, who's got a video player anymore, Carl? It's for losers and the working classes.
Yeah, for up north. They still sell them up north, I think.
Thankfully.
In market stalls.
It's been redeemed. I mean, I wonder how we got hold of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Office Series 2 on DVD. That was a nightmare, getting hold of that one. The best album in the world ever. It's got stuff on there. Super Furry Animals is on there. Supergrass. Gold Frap. And also The Best of the Boomtown Rats, which is not bad. And a couple of Teachers DVDs. So some good stuff there amongst the VHSs. And you can win all of those treats by identifying this film.
Oh, God.
Come here. I'm well happy now I've had that.
Email only, we don't want to actually speak to you. ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk. I'm sorry if that's brought you down, it's made us feel
Can
low.
I just say something? What's the phone number, Carl?
08700 800 1234.
08700 800 1234. Call up for no reason, because I want Carl to answer the phone. He hates doing it. So call up and talk to Carl. Ask him anything you want, just talk to him, okay? Right, answer the phone, they're going mad. Big Sir on XFM 104.9. He's so annoyed that he had to answer all those calls. Why did you like it?
We're wasting time, aren't we?
That's your listenership.
No.
They want to speak to you.
No, that's nice and everything, that people call up.
Yeah.
But we should be concentrating on what we're doing.
Yeah, well, but I do this show to annoy you. I don't do it for the money, or the kudos, or the awards. Do you know what I mean? I do it so you have to be here and do what I say for 2 hours, because you're getting away with murder here in the week. I don't like seeing that. I don't like injustice in the world. I try and fight it wherever I can. So I do it to annoy...
It's good of you, Rick. Thanks for doing that, mate.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, that you're passionate about fighting injustice, but you focus specifically on Karl at XFM. One of the world's lesser crimes.
Being a little bald mank twat.
Exactly.
I know, yeah, but nonetheless, it is a crime. Look at it, look, he's got his head down like one of those, you know, one of those chimps that have, like, lost their mate in London Zoo? He just sits there like, you know, a broken animal. Karl, what are you thinking? Where are you on the happiness scale now, of 1 to 10? Karl?
On about a 3. Go on, Steve, what are you going to do?
Well, we were talking earlier about stuff that happened while we've been away.
We don't talk.
I haven't been this upset since, Skunk and Nancy broke up.
Yeah, I know. Cheryl Tweedy.
Tweedster.
We've done that. We've done the Tweedster.
Well, of course, the war.
Is that all done and dusted now?
I think it's pretty much over. I think we've sorted that out.
Okay, good. What annoys me is people going at Tony Blair and Bush, right, for like bombing stuff and all that. But my point is this, right? Those bombs have all been bought and paid for.
Yeah, the taxpayer, they're yours. They're bought and paid
I'm not
for.
a scientist, but I think bombs go off.
I think so.
And if you don't use them, you lose them. So let's use them.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's like tinned food. It lasts for a while, but eventually it's going to go off.
It's like anything. Oh, we better eat that. No, don't open the fresh stuff. Don't build the fresh ones. Let's use the old ones.
Exactly.
So
because they're just stockpiling there, and they cost us millions.
I know. We want to see if they work as well. What? We've never tried that one. Use them. Use them on just, you know. Oh,
exactly.
Karl, who would you bomb if you could?
I wouldn't.
No?
What do you mean?
Well, imagine you could bomb a country. You're not actually going to bomb them, but you're just going to frighten them. Just going to put the frighteners on them.
Frighten them, yeah.
You're just going to go, I'm going to bomb you, and then obviously
and they'll go running behind and under tin shelters and that.
Yeah.
Ricky's house?
No, come on. What country?
No,
what country?
I wouldn't. Honestly, no one sort of makes me fed up or anything.
No one makes you fed up?
Not enough that I want to bomb a place.
Well, you're not actually going to bomb.
I
You're just
wouldn't get
putting
involved. I'd just say, let someone else do it.
Sure.
It's typical, isn't it?
What about you, Rick?
I've got a list here.
Do you know who I'd threaten?
Go on.
The Swiss.
Oh, they've had it easy.
They've always had it easy. They've always chickened out.
It's the equivalent of having Mondays off.
Exactly.
Like, oh, we don't want to fight.
Exactly.
You can both walk through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're a carpet.
Exactly. While we're busy sorting out fascism.
Yeah.
You know, or Osama bin Laden. They're just chilling out.
They're holding ours and Hitler's coat.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Little weed. We should have both turned on them.
Yeah. And I'll tell you who else. This will just frighten them up. Just shake off a bit. Iceland.
They've had it easy.
Because they have stayed out of everything. They have not been involved in anything, as far as I can tell.
But you don't have to bomb them, do you?
Eskimos, they've never been involved in anything.
I know, but don't bomb them, just pour hot water on their igloos.
Exactly.
Just send a plane over with warm water.
Yeah, with a big flask. Yeah. No, just to shake things up a bit, just to keep them on their toes, that's all it is.
Why would you live there?
If you could choose, I've
If
no
you're
idea.
an Eskimo and you're born, little baby, you grow up and you go, what? I'm sorry, I'm eating ice and fish for the rest of my life.
Well, fair
you're
enough.
having a laugh.
Fair enough, like years and years ago, but now, presumably, they're aware of the proper house and the fact you can live in, say, Somerset or the south of France.
I know, but it's like, haven't they learned? It's sort of like, they haven't even got, they're not even on as good a thing as the North American Indians. Now they're sort of pissed up.
They got
smoking
gambling.
fags. They live in lovely little cages.
Drugged up.
They're all brought to their little village. They're having a whale of the time. They don't have to go hunting anymore and anything like that, killing buffalo. And the same with the Eskimos. Let's get them some beer and fags down there. Knock the igloos down. Build them some lovely little semis or like...
Or just a little kind of trailer or a caravanette or something like that. It's got to be better. It's got to be preferable.
I know.
Some of them now have got TVs built in, Rick.
I know. What do they
showers.
watch? Yeah, they've got cable and stuff, have they?
Yeah.
Or is there one sort of Icelandic channel?
Get satellite or whatever, wouldn't you?
Magnus Magnuson.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably doing... There's loads of Mastermind reruns.
Yeah. And Pingu. Just on a loop.
That's porn over there,
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
Oh, brilliant.
No, well, that's like a hardcore documentary.
Yeah, this is Racist FM 104.9.
Yeah. So, who would you like to see bombed? Or not bombed, not bombed, but just put the frighteners on them.
Yeah, who would you
Email
like to
Ricky.Gervais,
scare the shit out of
XFM.
anyone, any nation or anything. Karl, thoughts?
Play a song?
You're not working for your money. You're not having Monday off. We've got to do something Monday. Let's plan something Monday, just to get him in here. You've got 2 hours for 8 hours off. You don't do an 8-hour day anyway.
Rick, how much is he getting paid?
He's getting money for this. I think his wages went up last time. So he's getting paid to be here, extracurricular, extra work, right? So it's moonlighting, and they're giving him a day off.
Yeah.
And he's contributing nothing.
Nothing.
Huh? What, Carl? You say something, mate? Huh?
What's going on?
What?
Going on with yourself?
Well, say something back and earn your money.
Well, let's just play a song. We've done a bit of stuff there.
50 Cent on XFM 104.9. Me, Ricky Gervais. You, Stephen Merchant, and you, Karl Pilkington. Alright? What are we doing then? How are we going? Karl, how are you feeling? What on a scale of 10 now, happiness scale?
Just building back up again a bit.
Yeah? Why?
Probably on about a 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
What changed it?
Just calm down a bit.
Yeah.
So.
The chilled out vibes of PIMP probably helped you.
Yeah.
I think we should just say, give massive props to Adam and Joe, who stood in for us.
Oh yeah, stood in for us.
Did a great job.
Yeah, great, really good.
In fact, interestingly, I listened to their show.
Are they going to get their own show here? I think they should.
Yeah, they'll probably get something.
Well, there you go.
Well, it's interesting, as I was listening to them, they had quite a nice selection of features. They had a couple of good competitions and things. Now, I don't know if, having done them for XFM, is it somehow they may be kind of under some kind of XFM copyright? Which would mean, as we've got no ideas, maybe we could just hijack some of theirs. Maybe you could look into that. Obviously not Monday, you're not here, but...
I was with Joe Cornish last night, went to a little do at Jonathan's house, and Joe was there. And he walked in, and I was taken aback by how tall he is.
Sure.
Because I'd forgotten, and he's about 6'4", but he's unlikely to... Do you know what I mean by that? It's sort of like some people surprise you. And he was going, I don't consider 6'4", big. I said, well, it is pretty big. I said, but I know what you mean. I walk around with Steve Merchant.
Yeah.
And he went, how tall's Steve? And I 6'7".
Yep.
And Joe went, oh, that's nearly a disability, isn't it?
Do you know, he's absolutely right, as far as I'm concerned. No, do you know, I've genuinely, since school, I used to go to school with a little disabled fella. Lovely guy. No, I swear to God, lovely guy. And I remember he came in when we got in the sixth form, and he'd basically got, I don't know what the ins and outs of it were, but as far as I could tell, he'd got a car for free. A specially converted car.
Yeah.
You know, because he was disabled. And he was driving that around.
Same as Carl. Me. I need this, I need that.
But it seemed to me that I was thinking, well, why can I not get something similar? Because there are some cars I can't fit in. Because I'm too tall. I genuinely cannot drive the smaller cars, the cheaper cars. I'm obliged to buy a more expensive, larger car. Because I can't fit in the tiny one.
That's like saying you've got to pay more for your shoes because there's more leather, which is true.
Which is absolutely true. It's a nightmare getting shoes.
But fat people have to pay more.
Do you know what? It's a nightmare getting chairs, comfy chairs that I can sit in the home. I sit in a chair for very long and my back's killing me. Now, how is that not a disability? But no, you don't see people like me whinging.
But I think tall people, I've read an article that taller people on average, get, higher wages through an advantage, or just because they're taken more seriously than little dumpy fellas.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think I genuinely don't think there are many benefits of being really tall. People seem to assume there are, but beyond the fact that I can reach things down from a high shelf,
I know.
I don't think there's any real perks.
I've seen you hit your head a few times.
That's a disability.
I know, I have seen you hit your head a few times, and I think, oh God, that must have hurt. Obviously I'll make sure okay and then laugh.
Of course.
But I know it must be annoying.
Thanks, mate.
No, but I mean, there's a pub, there's one pub in Soho that he has to go down backwards.
Yeah.
He has to lean that, it looks like a limbo dancer.
Yeah, they've almost got to lower me in on ropes.
I always find it amusing.
But like, for instance, on an aeroplane, I can't get some of the seats. I can't fit in some of the seats. Not in any way. Not the way that I could.
Because some people,
how is that not a disability?
There's some seats that people can't afford because they're poor. It's not a disability.
That's irrelevant. Don't go on a plane then, because you're poor. But if you can't afford to go on a plane, you can't afford to go on a plane. You should have studied hard at school.
But what annoys me about that is there's
a physical disability I was born with.
There's a weight allowance, so I might not be allowed loads of bags on, but there might be a big fat pig in the queue who's allowed the same chocolate allowance as me.
But that's because they've been eating like a bloater. I couldn't stop myself from growing this tall. It wasn't a conscious decision. I didn't think, I'll tell you what, I won't smoke when I'm a teenager. Maybe I'll shoot up. I'll eat healthy. I'll probably add an extra 2 feet. It just kept going.
You do eat too healthy. You eat way too many greens.
But that's not why I grew to this height. It's a genetic thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you'd lived near some sort of pylon or something and just, as I say, smoked from an early age, you wouldn't have been that tall.
Don't think when I was a gangly teenager having the piss taken out of me, I wasn't thinking I wish I'd been born near a pylon. Or Chernobyl.
Could your mum or dad, could they have banded you like they did with little, didn't they do that with someone's feet?
Well, yeah, concubine, yes.
I didn't come out this tall, did I?
No, but slip it in the
And
body.
how would they bandage it? They'd have to bandage him round the feet and round the top of the head.
Yeah, I'd be walking around like a mummy.
Yeah, or a bonsai boy.
But people didn't really realise I was going to be this tall until I was 14 or 15. You know, you don't realise when you're an 8-year-old. Because everyone's tall,
How tall
aren't
were
they?
you when you were about like a gangly... Okay, so that typical gangly teenager, 15. How tall were you at 15?
I don't know, 6'5" maybe?
And I bet you were like a beanpole, weren't you?
Of course.
Yeah. And what sort of glasses did you have?
Cool.
No, what did you have?
I don't know, a monocle. No, I can't remember.
Didn't you wear a bow tie once?
I wore a bow tie? I thought I was trying to preempt the styles that might be coming round. I mean, I think I've been watching a lot of George Formby films, and I thought it can only be a matter of time before the bow tie comes in. I thought it might be quite kind of urbane and debonair.
Yeah.
So I wore that
Was
for a while.
Robin Day at the height of his fame
think he might have
around
been.
this time? Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go for that dandy look. I thought that's what the girls are going for.
I know, yeah.
The dandy.
Oh dear.
So
I
I
still want to
adjusted
see you with a pipe and trilby.
Yeah.
I just think you'd look great
I'd like to
walking
wear
on
a
the street.
boater.
Yeah.
More often.
Oh,
But I
dear.
genuinely, I really, it does frustrate me that I don't get any allowances
It
for
doesn't
being very
count
tall.
as a
Well,
disability.
it does count.
No, it doesn't. It's not a disability being 6'7".
But
There's-
how can you explain, for instance, travelling on a bus or a coach? There's some
the
seats
only
I can't sit in.
disadvantage is, people look. I've seen people stare at you, but they stare at me because I've been on the telly. What's that a disability? Is that people being recognised?
Yes, but you could avoid that by not being on the telly. It's your choice. This is
Yeah.
my point. It's your choice.
Yeah,
it's the same as
okay.
the big fat people.
And
It's their
yeah.
choice.
It's a different sort of stare, isn't it? I've been there.
Yeah.
When, the sort of stare that you get and the sort of stare...
Well,
Steve
obviously,
gets.
Sorry, Steve, but I'm gonna, follow up this inquiry. What do you mean, Carl?
No, I'm just saying it's more of a stare of fear than... Like, with you, they go, oh, it's him.
Yeah, go on.
Whereas with you, it's more like, jeez.
Do you know what frustrates me? I thought he did deserve having a Monday off. I've changed my tune.
Yeah.
I was sometimes you don't realise this, listeners, but sometimes I'm an intermediary. I do step in when he's winding him up, because
Yeah.
Carl gets to the point where he's going to explode.
Yeah, and
It's
Steve says,
crazy.
okay, Jerv, leave
And
him
I
for a
step
little while.
in, and this
Yeah.
is the kind of response I get from Carl. This is the kind of back chat I get
Well, I
from
tell
him.
you, he's a little user.
I'll tell you what, because he's too scared of winding you up, because he knows that you'll just walk out of here and he won't get his Monday off.
Absolutely. Play a record, you little oik.
Weasel. You're a weasel.
It's different for girls on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. He's annoying me now because he's got a day off and he's got 2 hours and he's miserable. He's not even doing anything to the show. It really annoys me.
Well, hang on, wait a minute. You've forgotten his brilliant film quiz.
Yeah,
He's contributed that.
that he probably did during the week.
Well,
Do you know what I mean? What are you going to change your attitude, Karl, or what? Or should we just not bother with this show?
Told you.
What?
Don't annoy me and you'll get the best out of me. Yeah?
I told you. I told you. This show is to annoy you. You knew that.
But this is what you're going to get. Do you know what I mean?
But no, you got to be good and get the day off, or there's no point for any of us.
Right, if you were having an operation, would you annoy the doctor?
What?
He can't concentrate, can he? Don't wind
And
him
the
up.
fact that he's a doctor.
all of a sudden.
yeah. He's got to press a button and find out what a monkey did in 1932. And it's
Where's the monkey news?
It's been a bit quiet, hasn't it? I've been...
What, in the
keeping an
last
eye out.
3 months?
Okay, there was something that I found last week about one that was in an old people's home. It escaped from some zoo. It was wandering about. It was enjoying itself, and then when it got to the night time, it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And the first place it came across was like this old people's home.
Yeah.
Went in there. I think it was there for about a week and a half without anyone realising.
No,
No, it did.
No, so the helpers and the nurses and the social workers and the matrons and all that, they thought, well, Mr. Sanders looks a bit hairy. But I mean, that happens, it comes out your ear and your nose when you get to about 70. And he's stooped over, yeah, of course he has. He got bow legs, yeah. And he eats more fruit, of course he does.
Well, that's when they realised.
Why?
Because someone in the kitchen said, hang on a minute, getting through more bananas than we normally do.
Well,
Sure.
do the competition. Do the one thing you've done this week, probably in their time again. You're getting paid for it. You're having Mondays
so
off and
yeah,
you're not
that-
into it, so
That
waste of
film,
time.
That film sounds good. It was
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah, okay,
Come
then.
here. I'm well happy now I've had that.
Hurry up.
Right. So that's a bit of a cryptic clue.
Yeah.
Someone eating this woman,
Yeah.
and he's happy that he's
Yeah,
had that.
yeah, go on, yeah.
That was Gladiator. So, who wins
A
this one?
couple of people sent
I
in
think you should-
Hannibal, which would still work,
Yeah.
and someone else sent in Maneater, which I suppose works as well.
Although he did put the thing in about, I'm well happy. Glad.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
but
it's
even
not,
so.
it's not worth the, I don't know, £100 he gets for this and a day off, no.
Well,
What do you think
Eva,
about it?
who got the answer right, Eva, who got the answer right, well done to her, I'm going to give her the prizes. She said that she'd heard this before on Christine O'Connell's show.
Ah, this is really annoying. Right, that's it. You're going to do something, or we're going to stop this and you have to work Mondays again. Because you are taking the piss out of me, you're taking the piss out of Graham, and you're taking the piss out of London. I'll see you next week, and you can change your attitude.
Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch, Dorset. That's a complete and utter lie. Christchurch, Dorset. Because I have a friend that's from Christchurch. That's a complete and utter lie. Dorset. Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch, Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch, Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch, Dorset. Like where were you born and raised? He was like Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch. 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 Christchurch, Dorset. Christchurch.